Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Friday LEGO Let's Chat. Just a small set today. This is one of the free sets that came along with the X-Wing Starfighter that we completed last week. So I imagine we'll get this all finished today, because it's only 289 pieces. Set 40591. You can get a link if you type bang set in chat. And it's just a little shelf decoration. I believe it's from the 40th anniversary of the Return of the Jedi, that selection and set pieces that they put out. So yeah, we'll just dive right in. And it does not have tape. It looks like it's one of the glued sets. Oh, maybe this will be tricky. Try to do this without just completely destroying the box. It's usually easier with like a butter knife or something. I forgot to look before I started now. Here we go. Oh. Weird. I thought I had that on. So there's not a lot going on with the box. Just the front, nothing on the sides. A little bit of project art. You're supposed to open it with the thumb tab, but it ends up putting a giant hole in the box, which I don't like, so just leave that like that. Small instruction manual this time around. And we've got 2 bags. So very similar to something like a brickhead set. Why Jan, GrandpaCrafter, good to see you. Cosmic, of course. Low 88 is here. Been a minute. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, don't want to leave that in there. I think my music might have been turned up since I was on the Minecraft soundtrack the last time I was streaming. Let me know if the music is too loud. I can always turn it down. The LEGO streaming setup is a little bit lower tech than my gaming streaming setup, so I don't have quite the same amount of control. Because I'm using Streamlabs desktop instead of OBS Studio. Man, when they said 200 something pieces, you forget how small everything needs to be to make like round looking type objects in LEGO. We were just talking about LEGO on the latest episode of the Citadel Cafe, and that has been edited and exported. I haven't posted it yet because I just didn't have time to do the show title card art before I started streaming today, but that will be live later this afternoon. Or later this evening, I guess I should say, depending on where you are in the world. But it'll definitely be out today. I didn't see any stickers. That's probably good. Mixed day, says Low. Went to city administration offices. New passport. Yeah, that's a busy day. I don't remember. I feel like I've got a 10-year passport, but I think it's only good until 2027. I don't travel very much. The thing is, I really don't like flying. Like, really don't like flying. Just the act of flying. Unfortunately, I had a couple of very rough flights back in like 2012. And I deal with a lot of flight anxiety. But on top of that, flying in Canada is terrible. And I've just heard horror story after horror story from people traveling as of late. And it just, when you spend that much money on a vacation, it just removes any desire to be that inconvenienced. So I feel like the next vacation I might take is going to be a road trip. A lot of these grippy pieces. I don't know why I'm so froggy today. That's new. Not great ahead of a full weekend of streaming. They'll be back on the Citadel tomorrow. If not today, it depends. This probably won't take very long, so we might have a chance to go to either the Citadel. I took the time to update Satisfactory, not to update 8, but like made sure my update 7 save was all sorted, and I refreshed my memory with my spreadsheets. So I could be convinced today to transition into Satisfactory. Because there's any number of things that we could do in that game. We're ready to make heavy modular frames. That's the next step in that. GrandpaCrafter says if there's time, Satisfactory at the Citadel would be excellent. Canada is so big, one trip wouldn't be enough to see everything. No. I have a few expensive long-distance vacations on my bucket list, says Low. Canada is one of them. Oh yeah, Canada. I'm not sure how bad. For me, it's the fact that to leave Canada, you essentially have to fly Air Canada at some point to get to Toronto, New York, Chicago, like one of the hubs in the States to then hop and go somewhere else. So even if you're going to Mexico, I've got no direct flights from Halifax to Mexico that I know of anyway. That wouldn't cost me an arm and a leg. That's actually the destination I've been thinking of lately is Mexico for a vacation. But not like resort vacation. I'm thinking like hiking and some exploratory stuff. I guess we could do these. Problem with North America, everything is everywhere is an arm and a leg price away. Yeah, if I was in Europe, it would be different. If I ever get over to Europe, I'd be staying for a while. I'd be doing like a working vacation, something where I would be still recording the Spawn Chunks every Monday, and just kind of have to pitch that idea to just have a lower audio quality for a few months. I got a funny feeling that despite this being small, it's going to be a pretty fun set. Oh, that was close. I wonder... These are always a pain. I'm often tempted just to kind of leave them in a pile. Halifax has direct flights to Europe without Air Canada. That's true. Yep, that is true. I think the last time I looked, I was on such a tight budget that there was a lot of going to Montreal first or going to Toronto first. But yeah, there is some direct flights. The problem is that you can still be flying on another airline technically. So, like for example, you can leave Halifax and fly to America, and fly on American Airlines, or insert your favorite American airline here that flies at Halifax, but it's technically like an American Airlines flight operated by Air Canada. So like you're still on an Air Canada plane with Air Canada staff and run by that organization, which is again not something I want to tangle with. The trick for me is that to really feel comfortable and to avoid the major problems that you see with Air Canada is to travel without checking baggage. That's usually the trick from what I can tell. Yeah, you thought I was going to leave them in a pile too, GrandpaCrafter? Yeah. Sometimes it just... The thing is, when you have that many of something in a Lego kit, usually it means you're using them all at once. So, knolling it out like this can be a little bit of a waste of time, but at the same time, it's just, you know, more time to hang out with you guys and chill on a Friday. Is there anybody in the chat right now that plays Satisfactory out of curiosity? I've been watching a few people play City Skylines, but the verdict is pretty much that while fun and some improvements on the original game, the performance is not good. Very experienced City Skylines players, one of them that I like quite a bit is City Planner Plays on YouTube. They're an actual city planner, and so they have great insight on the game. But they were just like, this could be great. This could be fantastic. But right now it's buggy and problematic. Not optimized is the biggest complaint that I've seen. Blast Jordan and the Mighty Elkhorn making an appearance. Hello, hello. Good to see you both. So this little build will be interesting in that it's not a complete, you know, spherical Death Star. It's the Death Star 2, so it's the one that's got, you know, construction was still happening. It was never completed before it was blown up. Was talking with Steven after the latest episode of the Citadel Cafe, and I think he's going to come over at some point. We're going to watch the prequels here on my big screen because he hasn't seen episode 3. So that would be kind of a fun thing to report back on the Citadel Cafe. Bit of nostalgia. It's funny how much smaller these little angled pieces look when they're on a 2x2 compared to just a regular 2x2 plate. You know, I'm tempted to just null out the whole set. I guess at that point we'd be overlapping colors, so maybe I won't do that. It's the same with these little 2x2 pieces that have rounded edges. Despite being 2x2, they still feel much smaller than a regular plate. I think one of the things that I'm stuck on the Satisfactory build is I need to sort out where the storage room is going to be for the Devastator base. Right now I've just kind of got everything being stored all over the place, and the main bus kind of goes nowhere. I've learned some lessons too about when and where to make screws and how to kind of construct major factories. One nice thing that I remembered after going in and checking out the save to make sure everything was working the other day is that I'm not sure if it's at 100% capacity, but the power facility is giving us way more power than we need. So there's absolutely no worries there for the foreseeable future. Great. Alright, that's bag 1 of the Death Star 2, set 4591. At least the instruction booklet is easy to fit on screen. I did realize that there is one more brickhead set that I want to pick up as well. So that'll be coming soon, I'm sure. So that's the top of it. It's still going to be pretty big, you know? It's going to be probably about that big round. Wait, this is... Where does this go? That is not the way that I thought that was going to go. Oh, we're doing the stand. This is the bottom. I see now. We got 3 of those and 1 of those. Alright, grab this piece. One, two, three, flip it over. Goes there. And I guess that gets set aside. And then this goes here. And then this goes. Okay. Neat. That's pretty cool. I have to say, these smaller bags are really satisfying to null out. Because you're not, like, dealing with, like, a ton of pieces. You get to building a lot faster. I feel like I'm bopping back and forth between different pieces a lot. Goes like this. Looks right. Normally this is reserved for something that has like a function to it. I wonder if this like spins or does something cool. Feels very sturdy, and I know it serves as like a function of being able to clip things onto it, but it also kind of looks like what the inner hallways of a Death Star might look like, you know? Feels very Imperial. Well, the Imperial symbol is a cog anyway. I think it's a hexagon though, not an octagon. Can someone remind me? No, wait a minute, it's right in front of me. One, two, yeah, it's a hexagon. Okay. Alright, and this one like that. Okay, so then we've got two of these little black pieces and some very specific instructions. What? Nope, don't go anywhere. So this has to go from the top down. You have to have this like a plus sign. Right, so it has to go in this position. There. Oh, good luck, Cosmic. You were never here anyway. Sorry, I realized I was speaking as I brought my drinking glass to my mouth. Probably sounded pretty hollow. 2, 3, 4 of those. And then this goes that way. Those little red pieces have got a satisfying click when you put them in. Alright, so now we're at this stage. This is facing straight towards us, and then these go on these angles on the white ones. Sure. I do like it when LEGO color codes the left and the right, or the up and the down. I think that's pretty solid. There's something really satisfying about these small kits too, because they come together so quickly. The brick kits are like that. You know, you build LEGO for like an hour, and you've got a thing just complete and ready in front of you. Whereas my normal experience is like weeks. I wonder what this is. I've always been fascinated by those like little micro city builds in LEGO where you've got, you know, Shanghai or the Australian Opera House, the Sydney Opera House, like that kind of stuff. Because they take such small pieces to try and create these really distinct and unique and recognizable features. I think there's one of New York too. I know, I feel like, I think it's Black Sheep in our chat that works in architecture, and I think is a big fan of those sets. And this goes on the end here like that. Okay. And then this goes in between the things on the white pieces again. It sort of looks like the throne room. Like, if I was to guess, Emperor, Vader, Luke Skywalker. Right? That's a fun Easter egg. If that's what that is, then that's pretty cool. I really hope someone at LEGO had that kind of a sense of humor. Deja vu. Oh, I need to avoid these two. Your boss was just calling to thank you for a piece of work you managed to put together fast for her today. Climbs out of the anxiety tree. Well, that's good, Cosmic. I didn't want to jinx it, but I was going to say that. I was going to say it was going to be something positive. On the tip of my tongue was, they're just calling to tell you how awesome you are. But I know what you mean. When there's phone calls that need to happen at the end of the day on a Friday, that's not normally a good thing. So then these all go flipped around. And there's 3 and then 1 missing. So we've got 1 on this side here. I guess that's because this is going to be the back side of it that's not completed yet, I guess. That. And then we do 1 more. Hey, bud. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. And then this goes in the last remaining spot, I would guess. Yes. Nope, wrong spot. It's really neat how all these are just attaching to those kind of wheel spoke centerpieces. Haven't been able to catch many streams lately. Right on. Well, good to have you. I was mentioning earlier that there's we're probably going to go longer today because this is probably going to be a very short Lego stream, and then I can maybe switch into something like Satisfactory for the rest of the day, which would be a nice way to get back into Satisfactory, because I think eventually we're going to have to switch to Satisfactory on Fridays or Thursdays. Actually, that's some good feedback I'd be curious about for folks here. Would you prefer Satisfactory on Thursdays and then Minecraft Friday, Saturday, Sunday? One thing that I think that might be a good way to go is because Satisfactory is not something I tend to do very short streams on, and normally my workout days are Fridays, not Thursdays. I went yesterday, so today I don't have the gym to worry about. But on a Friday, I normally like to get out of here around 3:30 or 4, go to the gym. One of those, and one of those. And this goes straight out here. I'm guessing this is some sort of laser battery or something like that. That's very much what it looks like. I've seen this kind of stuff. There's like one of those little dioramas that they have, which it's the trench run from the episode 4, New Hope, and it's a X-wing and a couple of TIE fighters behind it, and they're kind of suspended with like the trench being all decorated. I'm not sure how much of that you can see, but like every last little nozzle kind of looks like a laser cannon. I can't remember what they're called. Why am I drawing a blank? No, I know that they're turrets, but I mean, like, what's the name of the laser battery for the Empire? They call them something specific. Turbo lasers? I want to say it's turbo lasers. It's neat how they have them pointed at all kinds of different angles too. All right, and then this is going to attach the black bits there. That goes like that. And then I think it's these two right there. Oops. Oh, come on. That seems about right. I think I have to make 2 of those. Yeah, it looks like there's another one that goes underneath it. Down there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's the 2. Yeah, I want to say that I think they call them turbo laser batteries. I think that's what they're called. Or maybe that's what they're called on a Star Destroyer. I don't know what they're called on the Death Star. You'd think I would know this stuff. This is another set where the instructions don't have like necessarily highlighted pieces. And when everything's gray, it's a little bit tricky. And more of the same. I don't think I missed a step. Yeah, the way that they've kind of staggered these around looks really cool. This is a really snug fit too. That top piece between there. And we've got this one goes underneath here. Not quite centered. Go. It's one of those things that might not look like much until you're finished. I do like this look where they take these angled pieces and run them around a round piece. I know you're not going to be able to see it in the finished build, but I've seen it in other situations where it does actually look pretty cool. In this situation, it provides like a cool gray edge, like a dark gray inner edge that you can see. And then this is going to go on the top. Well, that snapped in place. That's good. Well, that's the end of bag one. And we have this weird monstrosity. Yeah, I am really sure that that's the Emperor Vader and Luke Skywalker. That's pretty cool. Alright, probably a good time to take a break. Because it's so close. I agree, Cosmic. Good call. For folks that are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. Gives me a chance to stretch my legs, maybe even make a cup of coffee, although I'm probably going to wait for that for Satisfactory, which I think I might move on into later on. But we'll be back with bag 2 of the Death Star 2. Back in just a few minutes. Right after I thank Cosmic for 1,000 bits for a bag 1 finished type. Thank you so much, Cosmic. That's incredible. Back in a bit. All right, bag 2 of 2. Not doing anything crazy today. 45. Page. I see some fun green pieces. Thank you, Cosmic Blast and Dan. Hey, no stickers. It's already printed. That's good. I was thinking that might be our one sticker. The King Neblet, I think that's how I say your name. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Now, why aren't these translucent? That would be better. What kind of Lego pieces are these? Are they all facing the other way? No, there's another one. Man, lots of, I'm guessing, outside pieces, you know, the finishing plates. I mean, it makes sense because it's the only other bag. There's a weird echo on this music track, and it makes it sound like someone's knocking on my door. Really hard to line up. And that part of the track sounds like something that would happen like on stream. Like it sounds like a sound effect from like a raid or a follow or something. I mean, I've got very specific noises on purpose. How crooked is that? Cheating a little bit. Or maybe I just made it worse. It's funny how over time you come up with like different efficient ways to do this. Also keeps you from getting bored. I like the extra chat time, but it's not always the most exciting part of the process. One thing I was debating, because of the way that I do Satisfactory streams, I think I might not play music during Satisfactory anymore. I'm running into a lot of copyright problems on YouTube, and the solution is easy if it's on a break, because then I just mute the song. But if it's in the middle of something where I'm actually talking and explaining something in Satisfactory, that's going to be a real pain. Got a funny feeling that each one of these claw pieces is going to line up with each one of the bar pieces. Oh, maybe not. Definitely have a wobble in all of this bag. Those green ones are sometimes used for small plants and flowers in some of the sets that you've seen before, Cosmic. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. If that had flower pieces on top of it, that would make sense. You're right. What do you use for Satisfactory streams? Streamlabs or OBS? Oh, that's a good point, Cosmic. I use OBS Studio. That's right. So I could have music. I find that I get kind of tired of this playlist. There's not enough variety. Well, that and it all kind of sounds the same because it's all just royalty-free stuff. I'm sure by a lot of the same composers. What do we got here? We got 2x2s. I'm actually not sure where all the black pieces are going to go. Your guess is as good as mine. I get it, the royalty-free stuff all sounds the same, but if you're splitting out the audio, so no audio is in the VOD, there's no need for royalty-free. Yeah, I just have to double check that I've got that set up. I got it set up for Minecraft. I don't think I have it set up for Satisfactory. I wasn't planning on streaming Satisfactory today. It just kind of dawned on me in the middle of the stream that that's something I could do. Well, this bag did not end up being laid out the tidiest, but we got there. I think this is a little set that's probably going to hang out in my studio here. Don't see a spot for it in the living room. We need all 7 of these right away. Oh, well, this is just going to be really repetitive. Okay. I guess we'll do this part first. And then these pieces go on top. I'm really curious to see what the full Satisfactory soundtrack is going to be like when that game is fully released. I haven't heard anything. There hasn't been. I don't think there was a dev stream this week. I haven't heard anything about the progress on Update 8. I'm a little concerned that Update 8 is not going to run very well on my computer. This definitely feels like the way to do this rather than going the full build like onto the next page. We can just kind of do this page 7 times and then we can flip over and keep on going. Yeah, the Satisfactory soundtrack, the the Ghetto Blaster stuff that they had going. By the way, when I was zipping around the power facility looking for stuff on Satisfactory, I've left the little boombox playing playing somewhere. Like it's on the ground somewhere. I'm not sure whether it's a bug or what, but the boombox is just kind of hanging out, playing music. And when you zoom by in the hypertube, you can hear it just briefly. Yeah, this whole bag is just a lot of the same, isn't it? So I guess those bits that we thought were turbo laser batteries are actually more along the lines of open, like the incompleted looking side of the Death Star. Oops. Well, there goes that. That's actually a really cool look from this side with the panels sticking up on top of the bottom. They're not the easiest to put on, actually. Uh-oh. Am I missing one? Oh, there it is. Seven. And that is over that way. And then these all go on the red bits, and white goes on the bottom. Not that I think it matters. There's not a lot to put, and just like the other set, there's not a lot of things that you can put pressure on. That is precise. That's really cool. Like that just touches. Well played, Lego. I'm not sure if you can see how close that is on camera, but very fun. I was about right. My guess earlier. So I guess one of them is a little bit off, but other than that, they all pretty much touch one another. Okay. Oh, the black pieces are just meant for spacing. Got it. Putting you on the spot a little, are we likely to get some new emotes for the next year? I'd love a little Joel note-taking emote or a Joel table flip, except you flipping pancakes instead. I want to do, the first one I want to do is the raid emote. Do you remember the one that I was working on? It had like a sword and laser eyes. But yeah, I'm looking at some studio upgrades coming this Black Friday. So, which I do every year. And for anybody that runs their own business, if anybody in the chat is entrepreneurial or trying to stream themselves and they're just wondering how to get ahead, like make a list of the things that you want to upgrade. Software, you know, hardware, that kind of stuff. Last year I got sound panels. So every year in Black Friday I just take advantage of the sales, and it allows me to get some really affordably priced stuff for the studio. All right, so that goes this way. It's 3. Now I don't know why they skipped this one, but this one goes over here. Oh, that's probably the death laser. What do they even call it? What do they call the planetary laser on the Death Star? .555. Pretty straightforward. This is a fun little track. Definitely feels like a 80s Nintendo boss fight. Like Mega Man something. Mega Man X. Mega Man 3. I don't remember what the Super Nintendo Mega Man version was, but I think Mega Man, the ones that I remember the most are actually probably Nintendo Mega Man. Alright, so then these go. Here's the big spot. And so we've got one here. Oh, crap. And we've got again, it's one of those sets where you don't have any place to put pressure on it. And this goes here. Oh, what's going on there? Just a little snug. So they actually kind of clip into that little space right there. They kind of snap into that little area. That's clever. It's very top heavy. Oh, you do use both of them. That's cool. I wasn't anticipating being able to use both of these. I know this is just a tiny little gift set, but it would have been cool if all of the laser bits were the same color. And then we've got this weird lime green piece. And then this piece. Yeah, that's a little bit strange. So this is the main dish on the bottom. Just like that. And then we just need one of these. And it goes over here. This one. And this goes on the top here. And this sticks here. It's weird that that spins around. I mean, easily fixed, I guess, but... And that's it. That is the little desktop Death Star. PU-236 planetary disruptor. Is that technically, or are you doing a Marvin the Martian quote? I thought the PU-236 was a space modulator. When I was younger, before my voice changed, I could do a really good impression of Marvin the Martian. But now that I have a deeper voice, I can't do it. That was really fun. Totally Marvin the Martian. I thought so, Elkhorn. Well played. Cosmic Dancer with 1,000 bits. Build complete. And Joel is now ready to take over the world-ish. No. Destroy the world. The Death Star doesn't take over anything. The Death Star removes obstacles from your way. What the Death Star does. That's a really cool little build. And again, included with the X-Wing Starfighter. The other set that they included was really small. Like, it's just a little X-Wing. I think it's only about that big. So I'm not going to build that on stream because it would take like a minute. Not even worth it. It's not Pinky in the Brain. Yeah, that's... Yeah, see those... You got your cartoons confused. Anyway, folks, I am going to continue to stream, but we're going to roll over and switch to Satisfactory. Let's put this down so you can see a little bit better. Is that going to stay? No, of course it's not. But yes, we are going to play some Satisfactory. It will probably be a good 10 minutes because I've got to stop the stream, open up new software, and start a new one. But don't go anywhere. And if you're watching this later on the VOD channel, hey, why not subscribe? Because it's a great way to help the VODs reach new viewers. And I am very close to 1,000 subscribers on the VOD YouTube channel. And that's just Joel Duggan VODs, very easy to find. When that happens, I'm going to be able to run some pre and post ads. And maybe some like bottom banner ads and stuff during the streams to help make a little bit of extra income and help make more of these LEGO streams possible. So I very much appreciate it. You can follow me on social media across the board at Joel Duggan, very easy to find. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, those are the main ones that I use. Don't forget to check out the Spawn Chunks podcast on Mondays and the Citadel Cafe every other week. Right now, we have a new episode that is edited and exported. I just have to publish it tonight. So there'll be a new Citadel Cafe out talking about Loki this evening. And there is, of course, a new episode of the Spawn Chunks every single Monday. Last one, we were talking about the new copper and tough blocks. So that was a good conversation. So I'm going to see you folks in about 10 or 15 minutes.